What is up, lads, and welcome back to episode number 2 of Rotating for Eto'o. And yeah, guys, we're kicking this sort of episode off with pretty much selling the players what I got my special 100k packs and a couple of packs I opened the other night. So this is kind of a strange start to the episode, and it kind of gives the coin flow a bit of a boost. But we'll kind of start the episode off with 60k in the kitty, and this is kind of a new technique. I've never really seen anyone sort of show it on YouTube or as such in this sort of manner. But basically, what you want to do, guys, it's kind of hard to explain. But at the weekend, England played Belgium, and generally speaking, Belgium players aren't worth much on Ultimate Team. The most expensive one is Hazard, obviously, because he's just a high-rated player. But generally speaking, they're not worth like much coins. But obviously, because they played England on the weekend, most people that play Ultimate Team are from England or from the UK. They would have seen sort of Belgium play and they thought, you know what, I want to build them on Ultimate Team. And from that, the price of the card sort of rises because more people want to buy them. And when there's more demand for the card, then the price goes up. If there's less demand, the price will go down because like the market is crashing at the moment. But these particular cards are high demand at the over the weekend because England were playing Belgium and people wanted to build Belgium squads. So yeah, guys, what you want to do, but pretty much this sort of method is going to be quite useful in the Euros because there's going to be a few teams in the Euros that do quite well and sort of surprise a few people, and people will want to build squads around them. So sort of what I would recommend, guys, is don't pay too much attention sort of to the Belgium players, like just because it's Belgium. Don't think it has to be Belgium. I kind of imagine is that the word? Yeah. On the first sort of game of the Euros, Poland played Greece, and I've got a sort of sneaky suspicion the price of Polish players, if they win the game, might sort of rise that night or the next day. So what you want to do, guys, is sort of keep an eye out for a few Polish players in sort of best positions for that squad. Like for example, a Belgium sort of team, a Belgium squad, the best formation is a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-1. So yeah, so you want to sort of pick players up in them sort of best formations. As you can see, pretty much all the players I picked up were in 4-3-3s or 4-3-2-1s, unless it was a cracking deal and it was kind of another player. But you kind of see sort of one player I do trade a lot with in this episode. It is what's the fella called? Lukaku, sorry, of Chelsea. And generally speaking, if you want to trade with one player, he's quite a good player to trade with. You can always make good coins off him. But one player that I made an absolute bomb off was Fellaini. If only I had more, I could have made like a ridiculous amount of coins. But this episode was quite a big sort of profit making episode, and yeah, it's quite a good one for the second episode. So basically, guys, I'll try and sort of say it again just in case you kind of didn't understand the first time. So what you want to do, guys, is sort of look for sort of current like events and players that are doing well in like current like sort of real life football. And as obviously the Euros are coming up, there will be some players that do well and some teams that do well, and I kind of expect also French players to rise in the Euros because England's first game is against France. So what you might want to do now is just keep an eye out for some sort of French players in the right formations, which are going to be starting in the French squad. So someone like Benzema's price might rise, but I wouldn't invest too much coins in it. I'll go for the sort of the less sort of valuable cards, if that makes sense. But the one sort of, if I had done this a couple of days in advance, I could have made even more money because there was some central midfielders which were just like non-rare, but normally you have 500 coins buy now maximum. I was selling them for 2,000, 2,500, like that fella there from FC Porto. And if I had more of them, I could have made even more money. So what you want to do pretty much is just keep an eye out for who England are playing in the Euros or other teams that are doing well, and try and pick up some of their players. And then there's like a 2-day window after the event where the price will rise. So sometimes it might not rise, and sometimes it will rise. It's kind of the risk you take, but that's kind of the risk you take trading anyway. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. It's kind of I hope I've explained it well. I'm not entirely sure if I have explained it well, but I think I have explained it well. So I'll try and leave some sort of information in the description below, just to sort of clarify it a bit. So basically, what you want to have look out for is sort of current players that are doing well in the current time. That even makes sense. So what you want to do is sort of look for players, especially teams and like players what England are coming up against, and if they do well and if they have a good European tournament. So yeah, what I would recommend, guys, is sort of go out now and try and pick up some, maybe not now, but maybe in a couple of days time, pick up some French players, for quite little coins. And with France, I would recommend a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-1, or even a 4-1-2-1-2. I'd recommend ones with wingers because you've got obviously Ribery and Ben Arthur, who are 5-star skill move wingers. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. It's kind of been a bit of a strange sort of episode as such, but I hope I've sort of made the the idea of how to trade in this sort of method to come across well. I'm going to kind of call it current players, maybe. I think that's what I'm going to call it. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, guys, in this episode, I do actually make quite a lot of coins. I haven't really actually talked initially about how much I made for each like initial sort of player, but you can kind of sort of see that on the screen, so it's pointless sort of talking about it as such. But you know, some of them what made really good money were the central midfielders, because when you're playing a sort of like free formations in the middle, you know, you need 3 central midfielders, so you're gonna need more, if that makes sense. So obviously that price will rise even more. There's a couple of Lukaku's that were in a bit dodgy formations, took a little bit longer to sell, but they did all sell in the end, which is the main thing. So yeah, guys, this is the sort of the end of the episode. And in the in the episode, I started off with 60,000 coins, and I ended up with 86,000 coins and just a bit over that, and I made 26,374 coins in the episode. In profit per card, guys, I made about 500 to 3,000, depending on the card, depending on the sort of the position in the formation and all that good stuff. So if you enjoyed the episode, guys, leave a like. Anything else, if you're stuck on what, if I didn't explain it well, leave a comment and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, guys, peace.